I have some doubts about Hytale modding. There are moments when we just have to sit down and think about the negative side of things. In this video, we are going to deep dive into Hytale modding. In the first part, you are going to think I'm a hater, but I ask you to please keep watching because I'm also going to talk about how you can resave Hytale on January 13, 2026. If you have a good PC, the first thing you do when playing modded Minecraft is, you know what it is, search for some good shaders. Well, forget about doing that in Hytale. We are not going to have any of that. This is because all modding is going to be server-side. But Zeusley, what does server-side mean? Going back to Minecraft, when you download mods that you don't need to install on the server, so just in your own mod folder, like Sodium, those are client-side mods. The ones that need to be on the server are server-side. I don't have to tell you which type shaders are. Real quick, on the Discord we are doing a giveaway for a copy of Hytale, and you don't need to subscribe or do anything, just join to Discord. Have fun with the video. I have a Quest 3 VR headset. I don't use it, but I was thinking about how cool it will be to fully immerse inside Hytale. Impossible. Making mods to enable VR will be impossible. Same thing, client-side mod. Okay, this next part is the last thing I will say regarding client-side mods, but earlier I mentioned a very important mod, Sodium, or Optifine if you were playing 15 years ago. They are client-side mods. Do you remember those tiny doors in shops when we were little kids? That door is Hytale modding, and we are Shaquille O'Neal. No 2D items, no simple art. I'm talking about if you want a new simple sword, you are going to have to model it using Blockbench. My channel is entirely about Hytale modding, and those of you watching me are at the age where you have jobs or school and maybe even families now, meaning you don't have infinite time. And that, my friends, is going to cause some people to see the complexity of Hytale's art style and back out without even trying, simply because they don't have the time to learn. And I think we can objectively say that making a 2D item is easier than making a 3D item. You want to make your super personalized, cute skin that you have been thinking about creating for years. Throw the idea in the trash. Since there won't be a custom skin system for servers, you are only going to be able to see it yourself in your own single-player world. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. You can play multiplayer with your skins. If you know the server owner and send them your skin file manually. Imagine a group of 9 friends and one by one you have to send your skins to whoever created the server. Please. When we start modding, we are going to have 670 questions about how to do things, doubts about how to do them correctly, and how not to get lost. And a lot of time you are going to have to come to Discord or wait for a video for someone to help you, because the documentation is going to be scarce, and what exists will be simple. So, subscribe to stay up to date. You're saying. Are you the type of person who knows how to code or not? It doesn't matter, because you are going to have to learn their visual scripting anyway. Have you been coding for 10 years and excited to use your skills in Hytale? Here, use Scratch. Never touched a line of code in your life? Huh, here is something visual. But you still have to learn to think like a programmer. I have 10 million downloads on my Minecraft mods, and a few of that mods have not been updated in a while, and people don't care because they play on that specific version and that's it. Problem solved. It wouldn't make sense for a game to always force us to play on the latest version without being able to decide to play on older ones, because that would mean modders have to update their mod every time the game updates. That's exactly how Hytale is going to do it, isn't it? Okay. Oh, and if you are from Russia or China, Hytale used the Quick protocol, which is currently being blocked in those countries. After all of that, if you still want to make mods, you start creating your first mod. You are super excited, and oops, the game crashed, and you have lost half of your developed mod. Let's go! Okay, you are going to see this type of video pointing out the bad things hundreds of times when Hytale is out, and many of them will be created out of pure malice, without offering solutions on how to improve those negative aspects of the game. Even the creator of Hytale, Simon, has said that the game isn't going to be good enough, and for us who know the story of Hytale, that seems perfect. So please listen closely to what I'm about to say to save Hytale again. When you are talking to your friends about Hytale, tell them everything. Hey Connor, this happened to Hytale, but expect a lot of things to be broken because it's early access. Don't fall for the rage bait that Hytale is a bad game, because that's only going to fuel that fire. When you are playing and creating mods, report bugs, give feedback in the Hytale Discord, and try to play with the mindset of a beta tester. What Hypixel Studios wants is for you to see all the shades of grey. Don't be blind and say Hytale is perfect because it's not, but don't be purely negative either. Remember that this is a team of 50 developers working on a 4-year-old legacy build. So now I'm going to follow my own recommendations and show you that everything I just said is either not that bad or will be improved in a few months or years. Hytale has the creator of Sodium on their team, so trust that someone working from the inside who honestly cared that much about video game optimization is going to make it perfect. I say optimization mods are going to be unnecessary. Shaders. First of all, Hytale is a very beautiful game. It is not as necessary to have shaders as it is in Skyrim or Minecraft. But even so, they have already said that in the future they want to look for a way to make all of this possible, including the VR aspect. About people backing out when thinking about modding Hytale, yes, that scares me. But then I think about how Skyrim has over 100,000 mods and I calm down. I also remember that the main pillar of Hypixel Studios' philosophy for Hytale is modding, and that calmed me down even more. We are going to have a character creator. That, for the majority of people, will be more than enough. But even so, trust me, several servers will come out with mods that allow for fully custom models. There are already videos about this. I recommend these two by Howcon. They are really good. About the documentation, it is totally true. There won't be much. But that's logical, and it's going to be the job of all of us modders to go in and improve it, helping the developers refine it. Visual scripting is very simple. I don't have much else to say. And they have already said that for us programmers, they are not going to hold us back much, since we'll be able to create more advanced nodes and other things with our skills. Forcing the use of the latest version can actually be a benefit, since modders will know exactly which version everyone is playing on. Also, Hytale has stated they will be very clear when something that impacts modders is going to break, so modders won't have to do much or anything at all every time Hytale updates. And about Russia and China, literally, if you are from those countries, like you know how to use a VPN, you know. About data loss and crashing, for the first few months, proceed with caution, save often, make backups, and don't get too frustrated. Welcome to the Orbis Forge. I am Zeusley and I will see you in the next video. Hasta luego, preciosos.